Hey guys, it's Justine. I'm here to talk to you today about how content marketing is like March Madness, and it's a great time to talk about it because March Madness just started about a week ago. So first, the huge tournament that monopolizes all of March is now here. It's an annual NCAA men's college basketball tournament that takes over your days, your nights, and your bank accounts if you decide to bet. Not saying to go bet. And some of your hopes about your team's winning. So no one ever thinks about how it's relevant to content marketing though. So similar to March Madness, content marketing follows the same stages when it comes to winning. So for example, March Madness is called the Big Dance. March Madness has a sequence of stages. As content marketers, we can relate on how a few of them, so some of them I'm focusing on are Selection Sunday, which already happened, Bracketology, which definitely already happened too, Survive in Advance, which teams are still going through, and Cutting Down the Net, which is at the end when the winner wins. Some of these terms explain specific periods of events that happen during the tournament, but also relate to content marketing and the steps you'll need to know to make specific content for your buyer persona. Content marketing is all about knowing who the content is for and the audience, and can be reached and you giving your audience what they want to see. So for example, Selection Sunday. We start off with the tournament Selection Sunday, which is where the selection committee reveals the NCAA tournament bracket on, I believe that was March 17th. And that's when all of America finds out who is playing who and in what regions. So now, how does this relate to content marketing? Well, you know who you're up against. So let's say you're, Sephora and Ulta. They're two makeup companies, and they're up against each other with makeup and what brands they hold and who they represent. But for content marketing, without knowing who your audience is, you can't reach them in a proper way to make your company look more attractive. You must know who your buyer persona is and who is in need of your customer or your company's services and products. So who's your target customer that you're trying to reach? So for, let's say Sephora, you're trying to reach girls, or right now it could be anyone, and who are specifically trying to find makeup that is good for their skin, who, what brands they like, and a certain, I wouldn't say age range, because right now anyone from age, let's say 5, wants makeup, to grandparents. So gather your team together and decide on who you're trying to reach as a company, and who your services and products are going to help. Then we get into bracketology. Once Selection Sunday is over with, people start making their brackets, which is they project their own winners of their own set brackets. So content marketing teams make predictions as well, making educated predictions about what kinds of content will pair well with their certain buyer personas, and they will give you a fight to chance to beat your competitors if you give them the right content they want to see. So content strategies are just like brackets. You're weighing the likelihood of content pieces succeeding against others in hopes of creating a winning outcome. If you know you are trying to reach an older crowd, you shouldn't create an Instagram ad and expect your target audience to see it or react well. So let's say you're trying to reach the older audience for Sephora. I would go more on Facebook, because that's where a lot of older audience are. Our advice is that instead of closing your eyes and throwing content in the air, I would say see who likes it, research which content your buyer persona must like to engage, as well as which platform they are most likely on. Next, we have the Survive in Advance. Once you have a content strategy for your buyer persona, how can you ensure you're going to have a hot streak? So you're now in the Survive in Advance stage of the tournament, and the strategy and teams have devised to survive the opening rounds gives you a way to hopes of your winning hot streak in order to advance to the next rounds. For content marketing, you also face a similar stage of surviving and advancing. You created the content and released it on the platforms according to your strategy. For example, if you release a piece of content on Instagram, follow up with an interactive story and ask people if they like the post or not, or a relatable question that goes along with the post to see if people even saw it. Did it survive, or is your audience gonna like it? So that's where you need to see with your survive and advanced stage what's actually happening with your content. Is it being useful? Lastly, we have cutting down the net. You're now at that stage where for March Madness, it's the winner of the basketball tournament, and they'll cut down the net and give a piece to each member and the coaches as a prize, like a trophy, but something you can keep for yourself. In content marketing, you'll know if you won your audience's attention, if your efforts were well received when followers share your content with their circles, just like team members and the net. So go ahead, win your March Madness bracket as a company, and take your content marketing seriously, because when done right, you will increase your audience, your engagement, and hopefully lead perspectives to buy from you. Thanks.